Hello, my name is Kelly McCown. I'm a teacher, author, and owner of Teaching Math and More LLC. Today on the Teaching Math and More channel, we are talking about how to prepare for the end of year math test and what it really looks like in your classroom. In the next 5 weeks, we will have 5 different videos that will give you tips, strategies, and resources to develop a math test plan to meet the needs of all your students. You will learn how to help your students earn higher scores this year. The purpose of this video series is to help you, the math teacher, do less work doing the wrong things by instead using the best strategies for math test prep to help your students earn higher results in math. Now, grab your video notes. We are on page 5 today. If you don't have the notes, you can grab them in the description of this video. One of the most common arguments I hear against testing is that it's not important. End of year testing is very important. One test shows that you are proficient in your grade level math. Just one test. Students show what they know. It's a whole year's worth of growth and math skills that you've been teaching them since August. This is just one of many tests that students will have in their lifetime. There are tests all throughout life. For instance, lawyers have to take the bar exam to show proficiency in law. Doctors have to take the medical exam before they can practice medicine. Teachers have to take a teacher exam before they can teach others. What do they all have in common? You have to show proficiency to complete the job. Students have one job, to learn, and they need to show proficiency to move on to the next grade level of math. And they can do it. Passing the end of year math test shows proficiency in math for that grade level. Every grade has a set number of skills you should learn before you move on to the next grade level. Math test prep is not teaching everything all over again to students. Math test prep is not teaching to the test. You're preparing them for the test. Preparation is different than teaching. The math test prep is designed to help any learner get everything they need to prepare for their end of year test. It is focused practice to get students what they need to know for the end of year test. It is evaluating students to assess what grade level skills they have and still need to learn for the end of year test. Math test prep consists of these 3 parts. 1, plan, having a plan for test prep. 2, practicing often before the test. And 3, evaluate, preparing with a practice test. Part 1 of the math test prep is the plan. You create a plan to have in place for student growth. You need a plan to help your students get to their desired goal. What do you want your students to accomplish? Make a plan of how you will achieve it. In the description of this video is a free test prep planner for you to get started. Part 2 of math test prep is practice. You have time for math practice to exercise grade level skills that are necessary for passing the test. You don't need to practice all the math skills for the grade, just the ones you know your students need practice with. Practice doesn't make perfect, but practice will create fluency of math skills for your students. Part 3 of math test prep is evaluate. You are preparing your students for the test. What will help your students show growth? Teach them how to take a practice test, how to prepare for testing day, and strategies for checking their answers. Send a letter home to parents with ways they can support their child at home. The parent letter is on page 18 of your video notes. If you don't have the video notes, you can grab them in the description of this video. There is a solution to the problem of how to prep for the math test. The solution is threefold. To learn the strategies of math test prep, try teaching with a plan in place to practice grade level math skills and evaluate your students' skills before testing day to ensure success. Grab the Guide to Math Test Prep notes for this series today. It's a 5-part video series about how to prep for the end of your math test. Each quick 6-minute video will give you tips, strategies, and resources to develop a math test plan to meet the needs of your students. Learn how to help your students earn higher test scores this year. Included are the on-demand video notes, the testing letter to kids and parents, list of practice tools, vocabulary card templates, word problems for practice, data tracker, and more. Get clear on how to help your students ace the math test. For more information about any of the Math Test Prep series, be sure to check the description of this video. Thank you for subscribing to our channel, and we'll see you next time for part 1 of the Math Test Prep series.